Hello and welcome everybody into today's video. In this video I'm going to show you the deep details about all the individual instructions. Watch the video till end and to know all the details and all information and the right way to use the individual instructions in eFootball mobile. To use and to assign individual instructions to your players, click in here, then click on individual instructions. Click on attack 1. As you can see, attacking has 3 sub-individual instructions. The first one is defense. The defense can be assigned only to the defenders. It means the instructed player will not join in the attack. They just stay fixed in the defensive positions. So I suggest to assign the defense to one of your CBs. For example, I assign the defensive instructions to the Bastoni, and the second defense I assign to the Saliba. The second individual instruction is attacking. Attacking can be assigned to the defenders or midfielders and cannot assign to the forwards. The instructed player will try to join in the attack a little bit more. I suggest to assign to one of your CMF or one of your DMF. As you can see, I assign attacking individual instruction to one of my center CMF, Martin Odegaard. The another individual instruction you can see in here is anchoring. What is anchoring? Typically anchoring assigned to the defensive players, but you can assign them to your certain players according to your tactical needs. The instructed player will stay fixed in the position rather than running in the forwards. The instructed player as anchoring will remain in his position. It means the anchoring man a little bit protect the defensive player of your team. So I will assign the anchoring to one of my CMF, for example Modric. So these were the all individual instructions about attacking. Now let us see what individual instructions do we have in defense. As you can see, in defense we have 4 individual instructions. Number 1 is tight marking. What is tight marking? When you assign a player as a tight marking, your player stick closely to assign opponent player and reduce his space with opponent. When to use tight marking? Always use tight marking on opponent most dangerous players, like speedy wingers and speedy forwards of the opponent. For example, if your opponent has Mbappe or Mo Salah, assign tight marking on Mo Salah and Mbappe. The another one is man marking. What is man marking? In man marking, with your specific defender, you mark a specific forward of the opponent. For example, in here, I mark with Alexander-Arnold the Rodrigo of the opponent. It means Rodrigo will be closely followed by Trent Alexander-Arnold in everywhere he goes on the pitch. When to use the man marking? Always use man marking same as tight marking on speedy wingers or center forwards of the opponent. For example, always assign man marking on Mbappe, Haaland or Mo Salah of the opponent player. In here, we should know the difference between tight marking and man marking. Tight marking is used, your player follow the opponent player just in his area. But in man marking, your player follows the opponent player everywhere he goes on the pitch. The another individual instruction in defense is counter target. What is counter target? When you assign counter target on a player, on your player, the instructed player will not join in the defense. It means the instructed player as a counter target will not help the defense. They just receive the passes to launch the counter attack. Always use the counter target on your speedy forwards, such as Mbappe, Mo Salah, or Haaland. For example, in here, I use the counter target on my Mbappe. Because Mbappe is a speedy forward, I don't want him to join the defense. I want Mbappe to wait and receive the pass and just launch the counter attack. So I will use both Mbappe and Mo Salah as a counter target because I want to perform a very deadly counter attack against the opponent. The another individual instruction about the defense is deep line. What is deep line? At first, I should tell you, in deep line, we cannot assign a defensive player as a deep line or a defensive midfield as a deep line. We cannot assign these defensive players as a deep line. So, what is deep line? Deep line instruct a player to drop defensively. It means the instructed player helps in defense. So, I suggest you to always assign the deep line on your attacking midfield. If you want Martin Odegaard to help the defense, assign him as a deep line. In this condition, Martin Odegaard joined the defense and built the game from the back. This is a good individual instructions if you want to play a little defensively, or if you are 1 or 2 goals ahead of your opponent, and in this condition you want to keep the game and keep the result. So, dear friends, these were the right way of using individual instructions, and all the details and all the explanation about the individual instructions in eFootball Mobile. For eFootball Mobile players and for eFootball Mobile users, I suggest to assign the individual instructions to their players to be professionally and to be tactically. Assigning individual instructions to the players shows you as a tactical player and shows you as a professional player. So to play tactically and to play professionally, always don't forget to assign the individual instructions. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and support me to make and create more and more videos about eFootball Mobile, about all the details defending, attacking, playing, and all the news of eFootball Mobile. Thank you. Bye-bye for another video.